I do all the role quests all the time. The Shadowbringers ones turned out to be very important for later on. Who knows how important these ones will turn out too. We're doing the role quest stuff. I did it all like way back in before, in December, even before 6.1, well before 6.1. I enjoyed most of the stories. I did a whole ranking and all my thoughts on all the city leaders in pretty much every single video. Let's see, what the heck is this? It's everyone! It's everyone. The glint in Shirabat's eyes suggests she was hoping you might pass through. Let me adjust my mic too. Well, if it isn't Salix, all-around good egg and champion of, well, the whole world, I suppose. Word travels fast, my friend. We've heard all about your exploits, defeating the blasphemies that plagued the good people of Erzia and Dolma. Sadly, there are other fell beasts that you want for slaying. But fear not, our efforts to bring them to low proceed apace, and we've had naught but glad tidings from our allies. In fact, we've recently received word from the resistant forces in Bastia that a blasphemy was slain, thanks in no small part to Lord Hian's timely assistance. Oh my. Perhaps the most surprising report came from Warlit, where soldiers led by the infamous Black Wolf fought aside Alamegan troops for yet another hard-work victory. This is probably optional dialogue. If you didn't do Bastia or Warlit, I doubt that this would be showing up here. This is why I love doing all the side stories. They do a really good job of connecting all this stuff. I'm gonna paste this for a screenshot later. Reports from Garlemald, however, suggest another blasphemy threat lurks in the snows, and we received a petition for assistance. Strange, don't you think? When the effects of the final days began to spread in earnest, we encountered a great many monsters in Garlemald, but never a blasphemy. And to make matters worse, they say the Garleans who chose to remain and rebuild have begun transforming into more hideous creatures. From what I understand, it was you and your comrades who brought an end to the source of the final days. Isn't that right? Even so, it would appear its effects will last a little longer. Until this malevolent influence on Akasha subsides. I dare say this won't be the last time we hear of such tidings. As for the blasphemy, we have reason to believe it is a great deal stronger than we've faced thus far. Your strength and experience would prove quite valuable if you're willing to help, of course. Well, why of course I, of all people, am gonna help? Truly, our contacts in Charlayan will be thrilled to hear it. Though they did not explicitly request your presence, it was clear from the first they were hoping for it. Though if I may be frank, I was not expecting Charlayan of all places to be so concerned with the present state of Garlemald. What with their strict policies of non-intervention, perhaps we'll find out the reason before this is all over. But that's an inquiry for another time. I will not keep you any longer. Once you arrive in Garlemald, I should think the intelligence officer stationed there will be more than happy to apprise you of the situation. Whew! Beefy cuts, beefy dialogue. I'm excited. I don't know how long this is either. I do not know. Hello. Salix. The Salix? It's an honor to have you with us, sir. I presume you would come to assist in our hunt for the blasphemy. Maxima and Lucia will be pleased to hear of it, if you would come this way. Ooh, do we got a cutscene? None of this is voice acted, by the way. Of course, as usual. Da 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 da. It's good to see you again, Salix, though I wish you were under more fortuitous circumstances. We were reluctant to call upon you, but knowing you had but recently returned from the far reaches of the heavens, but we are no less glad for your aid. Now then, believe it best if the man who first discovered the blasphemy explained the situation. Oh. Oh, let me adjust myself. I'm being a mess in my chair. Huh? Oh, it's it's you. I'm sorry if my lighting is terrible in this cutscene. This room is so dark. Ah, Salix. Good. We may forego introductions then. Thank you for answering our call of assistance. As for the situation at hand, it concerns a joint effort between the Forum and the Lotbrits to find a new purpose for the moon. While there is no longer a need for a vessel to evacuate this star, we believe the moon may yet prove of use to the people of Aetheris. After much contemplation, a rather ingenious proposal was put forward to transform the moon into a repository for man's knowledge, an archive of hitherto unseen scale. You want to remake Labyrinthos but for the moon? Is what you're saying here? Charlayan has long had the honor of boasting incomparable repositories of the world knowledge, but it is far from perfect. Should calamity befall us, natural or otherwise, the wisdom of the ages we have long labored to preserve would be lost. But the moon is beyond any such risk. What's more, it is beyond the jurisdiction of any one nation. Thus did we consult the allied nations of Eorzea, the Far East, and Razarhan. They agreed to assembling a survey team to take measure of the moon and its potential as a repository. Oh, we're gonna conduct a survey. Our plans for assessment were forestalled, however, by the presence of an entity we believe to be a blasphemy in the Tower of Babil. Claims of Garlean citizens transforming into monsters shortly after its discovery only gave further credence to our initial supposition. But we've not only ill tidings to share. Reinforcements have been dispatched to aid us in quelling the blasphemy threat. Lord Artoral and a member of Gridania's Keepers of the Entwined Serpents have already begun an investigation into the catalyst of these transformations. Though the sky is no longer burned and the spread of this affliction is much curtailed, we must remain vigilant. Until the blasphemy threat has been quelled, Alfino and Alice have graciously offered to help calm the people of Tertium while we attend to the people here. Okay. But the matter of the blasphemy is not so easily resolved, I am afraid. We recently meet with certain complications that have hindered our plans. Yugiti and Fordola are presently deliberating how it's best to resolve the situation. Perhaps it would be best if you heard the details directly from them. I should like to join you, as this endeavor was originally undertaken on Charlayan's behalf. I feel it is my responsibility to see this through to its end. Oh, he's coming with us, huh? Want to take a picture, like, of doing a face-off against them, but... like, yeah, we'll do this. Ta-da! Oh. Somehow I should have known you would turn up eventually. Well, hello to you too. Hi, Yugiti. I did not expect to see you here, of all places, but I am no less glad for your presence. I presume word of the blasphemy is what brought you here, in which case, I believe it may be best if a member of the reconnaissance team's guard explained the situation. Oh my, oh you! An acquaintance of yours, yup. Lorenz. Oh my gosh, I heard tell you were the worldly sort, but bugger me if I know where ye heard my name before. He's pretending like he doesn't even know us. I'm just a lowly sort for hire, hoping to fatten my purse with a touch of mercenary work after taking my leave from Limsa. The job sounded simple enough, but well, I'm sure you wouldn't be here if it were, huh? But you didn't come all this way to hear about me, did ya? The blasphemy we're after is making its nest in the upper reaches of the Tower of Abyll, the auxiliary sector, I believe it was. But it wasn't alone. A sizable horde of beasts were circling about like knights protecting their queen. Naturally, we thought to strike from a distance before engaging in earnest. But not a single bullet reached its mark. They were protected by some manner of physical shroud as far as I could figure. Without a keen eye for magic, I don't see anyone getting through. By the time we understood the futility of the situation, we'd been spotted. Retreat was our only option. Pains me to say it, but there won't be any brute forcing our way through this one. My understanding was that, once transformed, these blasphemies are completely devoid of ether. With what energies could it create such a barrier? Oh. That's the question, isn't it? My first thought was some heretofore unknown technique for conjuring shields. Needless to say, I am out of my depth when it comes to matters of magic. Which is precisely why I plan to speak with the Elder Seed Seer when she arrives. If anyone can help us a way to overcome the blasphemy's protection, it's her. Oh. In the meantime, could we trouble you to help with the not-so-small matter of changing people into beasts? The blasphemy's horde was large enough when we first found it. We can't afford for more to join its ranks. Very well. We shall reconvene with Lord Artorwell and discuss strategy. Everyone's here, huh? But before you go, there's something else you should know about the tower. From the moment we set foot inside, I could swear there was someone, or something, watching us. I shrugged it off, thinking it was a figment of my imagination, but, in hindsight, I'm not so sure. Oh, I don't like that. Nothing to worry ourselves about now, but best to keep on your guard when we do finally return to the tower, huh? My. Okay. But what I wouldn't give for a nice hot bowl of soup. It's also raining. Lord Heian will be arriving ere long, aptly dressed for the cold, I should hope. Bosetsu would no doubt count himself fortunate to be absent if he knew we were here. Oh. Arnval sends his regards, by the way. He asked me to tell you not to push yourself, but we all know what a waste of breath that'll prove to be. I appreciate her honesty. And that is the end of the first quest. Wow. Already. Oh, you're here. Under normal circumstances, I could never dream of leaving the Elder Seer's side, but considering the nature of these blasphemies and the calamity they bring, she insisted be a representative for Gridania precede her arrival. Oh. It would appear their investigation into the recent reports of refugees transforming is well underway. It's so weird seeing him wear a different outfit. I think he's wearing Shire gear. The shirt is not Shire gear, but the shoes and the pants I'm pretty sure are. Ah, Salix, 'tis good to have you with us, my friend. Indeed, the route before us is not an easy one, and a man of your talents will prove invaluable to our efforts. We but recently returned from reconnaissance, wherein we made a few rather surprising discoveries. First and foremost, we were pleased to discover that no one residing within Camp Brokenglass or Tertium have turned, and no doubt that thanks to the concerted efforts of Maxima, Alfino, and Alice. However, we have reason to believe those who did turn all hail from Locus Amoanus. Oh, you mean Corvos. The Garlean's ancestral home. The old home of Grahatia. The very same. When the ill effects of the final days began to manifest there, a number of Garlean refugees from the region sought sanctuary in Garlemald. But the capital was already in ruins when they arrived. They were offered asylum, but many refused and instead chose to fend for themselves in the outskirts of the city. We are of a mind to go and speak with them directly if you would care to join us. Perhaps together we can learn of what of their recent circumstances has triggered such terrible change among their people. Okay. End of first quest. I'm pretty sure Amana Lane, yes, I know where Amana Lane is. So I went around to look for everyone. Amana Lane is in Camp Dragonhead. I don't think Amana Lane is coming over here. I'm not Garlean by blood, but having been raised in the Imperial Provinces, I would be lying if I said I am not moved by their plight. Oh, that's right, we learned in Connie Senna's story quest that I think he was a colonist. Locus Amoenus suffered greatly in the wake of the final days. 'Tis only natural that they would have sought shelter at the capital. I can but imagine their horror upon arrival. It's everyone. Oh wait, I literally just said this the first time. Oh, and normal quality potions. How garbage. But I'm actually gonna take the mind potion because I'll use it for re-clears of extremes or something. Time being of the essence, I believe it prudent we split into 2 groups and cover as much ground as we may as quickly as possible. If you and Master Fortuneau would inquire after the people at Victor's spoils, the 2 of us shall see what we may learn at Liminal Station 4. When you have finished, pray and meet us there. I do. Just like freaking Sayella. Victor's spoils is to the east of here. Yes, let us be off. Oh, I thought it was going to be accompanying us. I was like, wait a minute. What's up? That they should be able to reside here in the cold, I can but presume they will not be amenable to conversation. Even so, we must not be deterred. Come. Oh my. I'm hoping we get a chance to like have him accompany us so he can G-pose with us. I'm waiting for that chance. If not, I'll try to find other opportunities. We're gonna look for the refugees here. They didn't want to bother with us in the first place. Hey, jerkwads, what do y'all have to say? Talk? What is there to talk about? We've no home, no future, nothing. This doom spells the end for us all. How did it come to this? What makes me frustrated so much about the Garleans in this area is their stubbornness. Their absolute stubbornness. Come to hear out our grievances, have you? Also, this guy's wearing a recolor of our MSQ coat. We've more than you have time to hear them, I'm sure. We've lost not 1 but 2 homes, our beloved ones, our livelihoods. There's nothing left. I served my time with the military, but for what? To lose all my friends, my son, and there was naught to show for it but our claim to Locus Amoenus. Or so we thought. Calamity was visited upon us for reasons we know not, and when we thought to flee, it followed on our heels to Garlemald, ruin and ash at every turn. What are we to do with nothing left to live for? It's really weird, they're like on the cusp of despair, but they haven't quite turned. Fortuneau? Looks like somebody's helping him. It's a Garlean Ellison! Perfection. Shall we meet back here when we have finished? I like his glam. I think he's wearing the new dungeon glam. Hello. I can't imagine why you or anyone else would feign interest in our troubles, but if you insist, you'll find a great many of the people here were in the military at one time or another, some retiring with honors and others without. Sadly, I'm one of the latter, bore 1 too many scars in battle. Even so, my contributions were enough to warrant leave to move to a Locus Amoenus. It was a land of warmth and bounty. The Corvosi rebellion, admittedly, proved troublesome for a time, but it didn't take long for the 2nd Legion to quell their uprising. You could practically drown in the calm and quiet. And then one day, the skies came alive with flame. We were overrun by all manner of foul beasts born of our brothers and sisters. The 2nd Legion barely had time to assemble their forces before they were overrun and snuffed out. We had barely escaped with our lives. But we were greeted with only more wrack and ruin on our arrival here, and we've not the strength to take our home back from the Corvosi a 2nd time. There's nothing left for us anywhere. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to be alone right now. Oh my. Well, Fortuno, what do you have to say? Did you learn aught of how they came to be in such dire straits? We're talking? I see. I heard much of the same. The military forces of Locus Amonis were defeated in the wake of the final days. Desperate to survive, they naturally fled the Garlemald seeking sanctuary. It was their hope the might of the Empire would allow them to reclaim the home they were forced to abandon, but the capital was already in ruin when they arrived. Needless to say, the lands they have long believed to be the ancestral home of the Garlean people may remain forever lost to them. Those unfamiliar with history would believe they have always resided in the bitter cold times of northern Ilsabard, but that was only after the Corvosi invaded 800 years prior. With the advent of Magitech, I imagine it was all too easy for Emperor Solus to rally his people and take back what they believed to be rightfully theirs. Yeah. Yet history would tell us true that the land they call Locus Amonis has been known by other names and served as home to myriad peoples. Indeed, one need only look back to the Allagan's reign in the Third Astral Era to give the lie to Garlean claims of sovereignty. Yet even had they such ancestral ties to Locus Amonis, antecedents cannot justify their animosity to foreign people. Animosity poorly veiled by delusions of justice, as has been the case for so many nations throughout history. But that man had the sense and strength of will to break free from such claims of chains of hatred. Help! Someone help! They've returned! Another monster. Quickly, Salix, we haven't a moment to lose. Oh my. Yes, also Emmett was indeed an old man. We think about that whole shebang-a-bang that happened back then. What is attacking them? There doesn't seem to be anyone keeping watch at the camp either. So what happened back here? What? What happened? One of my mates seemed unwell, so I thought to come over and look in on him. Next thing I knew, no one appears injured. Did he not attack? He just walked off in the direction of the tower, in a daze, as if it was calling to him. He could not have gone far. If you were to go after him, I will remain here and see that all are accounted for. Oh, okay. I guess we're going after him. I'm gonna turn off mount music also. I'm getting tired of hearing it now. It was cool for like the first 3 days, but I've been playing this patch every single day since Tuesday, and now I'm getting tired of it. You are under attack. Oh, you know, I should have come up with a better plan than this. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. Luckily, they make it seem really easy for anyone to be able to approach this. Since this role quest, you can be pretty much any role for this role quest line, right? So you would think that they would make it approachable for any job. Even a job with low individual DPS like Dancer or Astrologian. The beast is slain then. Thank the heavens. For a blessing, no others have returned, and a measure of calm has been restored, if only for a moment. Witnesses were able to offer a clue as the source of the transformation. They claim the afflicted was listening to this radio. Even now, it continues to play the same cryptic message. So the one who was listening to the radio all the way back then, huh? It's still weird that the radio still plays this. Though distorted by radio static, you can hear a voice saying the Empire is no more. Never again shall it rise from the ashes. But how is this possible? There are no facilities left standing that could possibly deliver a broadcast. Anima was capable of sending such a message. Through the Tower of Babil. Be that as it may, Anima is no more, and the Tower of Babil has fallen into disrepair, by your hand no less, which begged the question, who or what could be behind this? Stalix, Master Fortuno, a moment if you would. Oh, he caught up to us. Hi. It's everyone! Oh, not quite everyone yet. Shortly after we finished our inquiry at Liminal Station 4, Lord Amaric and Admiral Merwib arrived and have requested an audience. Apologies for our late arrival. Sorry, Amaric, it's okay. Knowing firsthand the devastation of which blasphemies are capable, I discussed the matter with the Admiral, and we were of one mind that the situation warranted our immediate presence. Oh, so you had to go leave Empyreum, right? You had to go leave Empyreum, your little elephant costume there. Is it safe to presume a representative of the survey team has already arrived? Indeed, I have. Thank you for coming all this way on such a short notice. Recent events here at the camp have proved most enlightening. Amaric really had to get the elephant costume off. I'm still thinking about that. He must be in chaos over there with the number 0 keeping on winning those houses. And this is the aforementioned radio. Empire, no more, never again. Rise, ashes, heresy, prayer, poison, eternity. No, this is not Drakengard. A harsh reminder of their misfortune, sufficient to push wayward few over the edge, it would seem. Yet there still remains the question of who is sending this message and from where. Glory, everlasting Garlemald. For glory everlasting for Garlemald? No, it couldn't be. Oh my. You recognize this message? A mantra spoken by Lord Nerva. Anyone who lived in the provinces under his authority could scarcely forget those words. He sought to claim the throne after the assassination of Emperor Varus, did he not? After civil war broke out, he all but disappeared according to the intelligence we managed to gather. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mic with the lighting here. How could he have managed to breach the tower undetected? To have done so and remain unnoticed by the creatures infesting the tower seems a nigh impossible task. Unless... the voice on the radio is Nerva, aka the Blasphemy. I do. And as it was with Anima, these radios are somehow attuned to whatever signal it emits from the tower. What's more, I believe the true identity of the Blasphemy is Nerva. Robbed of the throne and forced to watch the Empire he longed to command crumble before his very eyes, if such a loss did not drive him to the same fate as Quintus, the despair he felt, no doubt, overcame and turned him. I totally forgot about Quintus. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's been 5 months. Nerva's delusions of grandeur aside, the Garlean's plight sounds not unlike the Sahagin, desperate to preserve their spawning grounds. Indeed, though unscrupulous by any measure, the Garleans found solidarity in their ideology, as did the people of Ishgard in the church. Adrift without home or purpose, it is all too easy for despair to take hold. Would that a remedy were as simple as an offering them land, as we did the Sahagin. In all likelihood, the Garleans would refuse to settle for aught less than what they believe their ancestral homeland of Locus Amoenus, acclaimed the Corvossi, would readily take arms to denounce. We would do well not to further the flames of animosity twixt them. Then perhaps, at the very least, we can offer them peace of mind and a means to regain some semblance of stability in their lives. To offer them true comfort and stability, Garlemald must be rebuilt. Garlemald Restoration! Garlemald Restoration! By no means an easy solution, but perhaps the only one worthy of pursuit. Of course, this new Garlemald must remain a sovereign nation, free from the oversight of the others. They would see no meaning in it otherwise. If I'm not mistaken, Alfino and Alice have already made strides in helping the people here regain some normalcy in their day-to-day living. A most important first step, but it will mean little without proper leadership. Rather than a single individual, perhaps a governing body of sorts would prove more effective. With what little people left. There are a number of former Senate members among the refugees at Camp Broken Glass, I recall. With their help, creating the framework for new governance is not an impossibility. Then let us call the people together and see what they make of our proposal. Oh my. Oh, did we get teleported? We got teleported over here, nice. Oh wait, no, I think we're already... No, this is the same area. So, what do y'all think? Let me turn up the music again. I feel like it's still too low. The final days has taken much from you all, but I can but imagine the pain you feel in the face of such immeasurable loss. And though the final days have been averted, its effects yet linger, and a blasphemy has taken born of your suffering. Decisive action must be taken before further harm is wrought upon you. I'm losing my voice here. I need to drink water. You'll excuse me. To overcome such adversity is too great a task for any one person. But, as a people united, there may be yet hope for the morrow. While it is not our place to decide how you will move forward, we would offer a small measure of guidance. We were told a number of former members of your Senate yet remain among you. Would you be amenable to an interim government led by these individuals until such a time as Garlemald can be rebuilt? Oh my gosh, the hesitation they have. Rebuild Garlemald. Is such a thing truly possible? Even if we do, we cobble together some governing council, they won't be making anything of that pile of ash we dare call Garlemald. There is no going back to Locus Amoenus either. Rack and ruin. Those are our only options. They seem so stubborn about it, huh? I realize to rebuild Garlemald is a seemingly impossible task, but you needn't undertake it alone. My children are working with members of the First Legion as we speak to begin an organized relief effort. And there are others from the provinces no doubt willing to lend their expertise. You need but ask, not as would-be conquerors, but as brothers and sisters of the star, and others will heed your call. If you should still see no merit in the rebuilding of Garlemald, then I would instead offer you residency in Charlian. I promise you will be welcomed with open arms. He's very stubborn, isn't he? Charlian? So now you'd expect us to go and lick boots in some country we've never even heard of? Yeah, I don't know what you were expecting, sir. For them to say. My apologies if I appeared overly forward in my proposition. Considering our strict policies on non-intervention until but recently, it is not surprising that you are unfamiliar with my homeland. It is an island nation to the north, home to myriad peoples, which is why I believe it would not prove difficult to accommodate you and yours. To be clear, you would not be migrating to Charlayan to live in servitude. You have my word that each and every one of you would be guaranteed citizenship upon entry. Ah. But why exactly would you go to such lengths for us? For the conquerors you barely know. Oh my. Charlayan was long aware of the coming doom that would be the final days, and so we were preparing to evacuate the star, taking as many people and resources as our stores would allow. Initially, it was our intent to save the people of Garlemald as well, but we had not forgotten your transgressions invading Alamigo, your rejection of our entreaties for peace. After a great deal of deliberation, it was decided we would forego an invitation to Garlemald, a determination made with great trepidation. Way to drop that truth on them, huh? Yeah, we weren't gonna save you. We had convinced ourselves it was ultimately for the greater good. No, I can at least think of one individual who would continue to protest. Those to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Sage Council. Sorry, I'm lowering the lighting. I don't really like it anymore. There we go. Sage Council I brazenly cast aside when confronted with the final days in earnest. But Salix here and his companions would refuse to forsake those we were otherwise unwilling to save. With great risk to themselves, they achieved the impossible and opened my eyes to the error of the Forum's decision. If all other roads lead to ruin regardless, perhaps we should at least consider it. They're gonna give it a chance, huh? Fortuno really learned, huh? Then it would be my pleasure to invite you all to Camp Broken Glass, where you shall have warm food and beds both. Can we at least not call it Camp Broken Glass anymore and talk about it like its old true name? The Alezen. Oh wait, the dissenters, huh? Even the Alezen was not happy with that choice. Admiral Merwib and I shall speak with Maxima and the others, and consider how best to assist the Garleans moving forward. Should we broach the subject of the blasphemy, however, we will not hesitate to call upon you. Thank you. Goodbye. Somebody's watching us. Who? Who are you? Who was that person? Hello? We were being watched. Somebody is not happy with the choices we're making. Oh. I got mail. Hi. Materia girl. Oh, it's level 10 materia. I'll take the spell speed for sure. Though visibly relieved, the Garleans are safe. The hardness in Fortuno's eye suggests your work is far from over. With the Garlean's heart at ease, the likelihood of others turning has greatly diminished. That said, it is no cause for us to grow complacent. We must needs find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protective warding. If I understand correctly, a blasphemy's behavior is oftentimes influenced by the memories and emotions of their originator, in which case it would be prudent to learn more of the man who birthed this monstrosity. How fortuitous then that a number of soldiers from the 3rd Legion are in our custody. For a mercy, their tempering was not so severe as to be beyond our ability to heal them. They are presently being treated at Camp Broken Glass. Perhaps the camp's intelligence officer can tell us who among them knows aught of Nerva's whereabouts. I'm pretty sure Nerva is literally just in the tower. It's so silent. An intelligence officer. I see. He seems to be allied with Alamigo? It'd be best if you speak with Virgilia, Legatus of the 3rd Legion. She's still on the mend, but the Chirurgeons aren't like to oppose a brief conversation if you'd wait here a moment. It's been a long time. I think the last time we saw her was when we literally fought her. She's been in the hospital beds ever since. She's still recovering? Jeez. She's wearing Law's Order armor. A Eurasia's champion, I presume, and one of his cohorts. Excuse me. What business have you with me? Ilsabard is faced with imminent crisis, and we believe the knowledge you bear may be the key to stopping it. Oh, and he's gonna explain everything about the blasphemy, huh? Thus, do we believe the blasphemy to be Nerva? His whereabouts in the wake of Garlemald's fall, or lack thereof, give credence to our theory. Lord Nerva. From what we have pieced together thus far, you were one of the last to see him alive. Please, will you not share with us what you know? Very well. Though I suspect that what meager knowledge I possess shall avail you not. I last spoke with Lord Nerva shortly after the warring with the First Legion began. Well, this is before even the whole destruction. Oh no, this is after. Cloistered within the lower levels of the Cenaculum Imperialis, he spent the better part of the day listening attentively to the radio. He seemed hopeful, or perhaps desperate, for news that might tide the turn in our favor. The next day, I left for the front line. It was there I heard a terrible noise, which I assumed came from the Tower of Babil. Then darkness took me, and I remember naught after that. That was when she was probably tempered. I was told the radios protected those close to them from the effects of the tower, in which case Lord Nerva would have remained unaffected. But he was ever devoted to Garlemald, for glory everlasting, he would say. Oh my, what a terrible theme. To watch the empire he loved so dearly crumble, I can think of no one who would be more stricken by the sight. It would seem we were right to assume what became of Nerva. And it does not surprise me the beast would choose to make its nest within the Tower of Babil. It stands atop the remains of the Imperial Palace and the throne he revered so highly. But the Empire is no more, and Lord Nerva apparently is no longer the man he once was. He deserves to be laid to rest, together with his dreams of glory. We will fell the beast. You have my word. Hello there. Oh, it's you two. Oh, it's all these people. Apologies for the interruption. Connie Senna has arrived, and we're ready to depart. 'Tis good to see you, Salix, Master Fortuno. I have spoken with Laurent of the ward protecting the blasphemy, and I am quite confident some manner of ether-based magic bars our path. And not dynamis? If I may be so bold, Elder Seedseer, we reached the same conclusion initially, but that simply is not possible. Those creatures born of the final days are devoid of ether. As such, they would be unable to produce such a barrier in a manner to which we were accustomed. Do you suppose it is possible they manipulated dynamis to achieve a similar effect? I keep watch, you see. I, too, thought to dismiss the notion of a barrier fueled by ether. That is, until I stepped foot here in Garlemald. Even now I could sense streams of ether flowing toward the tower. Its purpose, after all, to harvest reserves of energy sufficient to reach the moon. Even if one is incapable of manipulating ether directly, it stands to reason control of the tower would alleviate such a need. It is merely conjecture, of course. I cannot say for certain until I have examined the currents with my own eyes. Might I ask you to accompany us? Yeah, I'll go. I would join you as well if I may. My injuries would keep me from being of use in battle, but my knowledge of the land should serve just as well as my blade. I would not be opposed to your company, but it is not my decision to make. Or to know. She may go. Oh wait, no, that guy. As long as she remains under watch by you and the others. Okay. Hopefully we can trust her. Very good. Might I suggest we begin with the Regio Urbanissima? I can't say. Regio Urbanissima. I sense the greatest confluence of ether in that vicinity. Okay. We're missing someone. Those shoes. Now, whose shoes are those? I was gonna be like Raubon, but no, Raubon's not that skinny. Who could it be? See, I don't remember the NPCs from MSQ that well. The Garland arc was probably the most forgettable part about MSQ for me. Mostly because I was very angry at a lot of the people here. Who would it be? Oh wait, that's right. We saw in freaking Nero during the cutscenes. That's right, Nero was in a trailer somewhere. I still gotta get that car minion. But my question is, what is he doing out here? And that's the same question I've had since the trailer. I totally forgot that Nero was in this quest line. I forgot completely. But why would he be silently following us, and how did he catch wind of what we were doing here? I heard word that Aldin should be arriving. Oh, there's Raubon. I can barely picture him knocking his knees, muttering under his breath about the cold. I don't know his stance. I don't know his stance. I never cared that much for Nero. I will never understand how anyone could grow accustomed to such cold climes. Part of me does not wish to believe this blasphemy is Lord Nerva, that I feel protect him, and yet... I'm sure it's just my imagination, but I can't help but feel like we're being watched again. We are, but why? It would seem I underestimated the resourcefulness of our adversary. I'll talk to Connie-san in a second. I want to G-pose with everyone while I can here. Come on, C-pose, you elf boy. There we go. They're all looking at him. He's the center of the show. Anyway, what do you got to say, Connie-sana? Oh. Well, is there anything here? As I thought, the ether stream here flows toward the tower, as do all the others in this region, no doubt. This convergence first began when the Telophoroi erected spires in all corners of Eurasia to fuel the Tower of Babil. But once destroyed, this diversion of ether sort of ceased. Then what happened? Alright, whoever you are, if you've business with us, quit your skulking about in the shadows and speak your piece. Was you there in the tower, wasn't it? Oh, Yugi's running. Your shoes are so infuriating here. Wait, that's the Ellison stance. Iconic. My, you're sharper than you look. My shader is freaking out at this weather. I recognize you. Nero, yes. Why were you following us? Who said I'm following you? Being a native of Garlemald does not stand to reason I might be inclined to come and see what has become of my home. No wonder we weren't able to find you during the Alliance raid. Nobody said word of head nor tail of you. I know not what you're scheming, but we've no time to entertain your games. Perhaps Master Garland would make better company for you. Spare me. I am a man of great ambition and greater intellect, far beyond the scope of anything Garland could hope to achieve. He still keeps his head in the clouds, while I would set my eyes to the stars beyond. The moon, huh? You're interested in the moon. Which is why you snuck into the tower, but, unlike us, you couldn't get past the blasphemy to reach the teleporter. Oh. Yes, well, I was very much hoping you would dispense with that little obstacle. And having caught wind of your plans, curiosity compelled me to see if you were truly up to the task. Do you have reason to believe we are not, or perhaps does the great genius Nero mean to dispense with the blasphemy himself? Oh. Far be it from me to steal your glory having come all this way, but as I am feeling generous, I will tell you what I learned during my time in the Tower of Babil. I was able to access its systems, you see, and discovered one of those dreadful spires still appears to be active, but where? Impossible! They all vanished when Anima was destroyed. Yes, and I've heard of your escapades reclaiming the remains of the Emperor, but obviously you failed to reclaim his entire body. As it stands, a piece of remains powering a tower at Fabrica. What? Where? Ah yes, the manufacturing district, just north of the erstwhile Imperial Palace. A rather impressive feat, considering how these lands are so utterly devoid of ether, barely enough to sustain life, let alone the spire. But if one were to use Varus's remains to forcibly create a confluence of swords... Precisely. And from what I gleaned of the tower systems, his heart serves as its core. Ew. Coursing not with blood, but your precious ether. And now Nerva has amassed a surfeit to shore up his defenses. How fortuitous he should find so perfect an impetus for his design, stolen from better not minds than his own. How very unlike him. Oh, did I say that out loud? You'll forgive me if I fail to show concern for your ire. Oh. If what you say is true, these lands could never hope to recover from such a paucity of life energies. We must hurry and find Varus's heart to both spare the land this wanton harvesting and deny the blasphemy the source of its protection. We're to presume you have any intention of aiding us. As I said, I have no intention of stealing your glory, though I fear victory may soon slip through your fingers if you do not act quickly. Oh my. The Tower of Babil was designed specifically for Anima to serve as its core. Nerva forcing himself upon the system has caused it to grow increasingly unstable. If my calculations are correct, and they always are, it will be not long before his presence triggers a system meltdown. The resulting explosion will destroy whatever teeniest streams of ether breathe life into the lands of Garlemald. But more importantly, we will lose our only means of reaching the moon, and the Heavens Tower forever denied my genius. So very unfortunate. In any event, it would seem 'tis time of the is of the essence. That's all well and good, but even if we know which district to search, finding the heart will be like looking for a needle in a bloody haystack. Actually, I may know where we can start. Virgilia. It is all rather hazy, but I still have vague recollections of my time serving Anima when I was enthralled. We were commanded to erect some manor facility tucked away in the corner of Fabrica. I remember not what it was for, but it's as good of a place as any to begin our search. Certainly sounds promising, but surely this facility will be heavily guarded. Then maybe it'd be best to divide our forces. If it's just the four of us, it shouldn't prove too difficult to sneak inside and find the heart. Meanwhile, our main force can stand ready to storm the Tower of Babil when the barrier gives out. Which four are coming with us? Be safe. I think it's Fortuno, Connie Senna, Virgilia, and you. Oh no, it's Yugiri and Fordola. Just kidding. Where's Raubon? This is Levier. What? Very well. We shall return at once. A number of Garleans have left camp for the Tower of Babil. They have somehow misunderstood the threat of the tower and convinced themselves that Nerva has taken refuge there, still clinging to their ill-placed patriotism, no doubt. They could not have gone far. If we act quickly, perhaps they can be found before they come to harm. Oh no. A wise man would not waste his time on a few wayward refugees. I thought you Charlian scholars knew better. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, sir. You really changed, huh? If it's all the same to you, Salix, I would join you. I will return to the camp and begin preparations for our assault on the tower. And what about you, Nero? I suppose I should go as well. Which way is he going? Cannot believe that guy. Anyway, where are we going? Though I am unharmed, I promise not to be a burden. Though that said, it would behoove us to avoid any undue confrontations if possible. Now then, let us be off. Fortuno is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Okie dokie. Hooray! Anyway, I was told by Twitter that if we take Fortuno somewhere else, we get special dialogue, so I want to go do it right now. Let's talk to him now. What do you got? We have no time to lose. If they should reach the tower, there's no telling what may happen to them. Yep, there they are with Euless. Well, what you got? Hi. I didn't expect to see the twins in Garlemald again. Like you, they risked life and limb to save the world, and some would say they earned a lifetime of peace and quiet, yet here they are. When they said they wished to help us, they truly meant it. And even if outsiders hadn't given up on us, then how could we possibly give up on ourselves? Oh, Salix, if you're here, that can only mean the situation at the Tower of Babil is worse than we feared. Alice and I are tending to the people as best as we can. For a mercy, there have been no signs of anyone succumbing to the lingering effects of the final days. You needn't worry about us, Father. Matters are well in hand. That is well. We will not keep you away from your work any longer then. Very good extra dialogue. Very, very good. I don't know about you, but I've seen enough suffering and despair to last a lifetime. Needless to say, we will do all we can to keep anyone else from turning. I can think of no one better to take care of them than you, Alice, but please, do be careful. And you, Father, by the sounds of it, you'll have your hands more than full out there. Oh wait, I missed that last part, whoopsie. Okay. Anyway, that was good. Let me switch back to Black Mage and try using the mount. That's so sad. Why does he come join me on a two-seater? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna make my way back. Hopefully, if I lose Fortuno, I'll try to bring him back. Alright, Fortuno. At least I did not lose him. Let's go to the point of interest. No trace of them here. Let us keep searching. Watch out for the enemies. Oh, I need to G-pose with him. We'll G-pose with him, like, up here. To Elezen. C-pose, Salix, C-pose. Where is it? I need better lighting. Not so bright. G-posing. I'm sorry. I take that every chance I can to G-pose with like all the NPCs. I need to clean out my folder eventually. Eventually. Help! Someone! Please! Did you hear it? It came from over there. And now he's no longer accompanying us. Where are we off then? Oh, people are fighting here. You are under attack. Okay. Don't ask why I did that first. Fire 4, fire 4, another fire 4. Wait, where's my... Hello? Where was my paradox? Did I mess up? I must have messed up. It's fine. Wait, that's the Elezen! They are they are understandably shaken, but otherwise appear to be unharmed. Yeah, it's the free dissenters. Well, what do y'all have to say to yourselves? For yourselves. I'm sorry, what do y'all have to say for yourselves, huh? You're the ones who came to speak with us before. We heard Lord Nerva had returned and was assembling his forces in the tower, but... Y'all are wrong. Y'all have been steered wrong. No, not Lord Nerva too. Then there is really nothing left for us. Oh, they're gonna turn, aren't they? Do not turn. I'll not deny your situation is dire, but you are not without a path forward. I believe you have the passion and conviction needed to rebuild Garlemald, if so you choose. Or failing that, you could begin life anew in Charleon. Rebuild Garlemald? No, there is no point in entertaining so lofty a dream, and we would sooner die than suffer life under the rule of another. Yet they are so stubborn. You would sooner seek death than sanctuary. Your resolve is admirable, but sorely misplaced. If you will not see Garlemald rise from the snow and ashes here in Ilsabard, might you consider venturing unto a new frontier? What, the New World? A new frontier? And where exactly is this land ripe for exploration? Isn't it the New World? There, on the moon. It is our goal to create a repository of man's knowledge there, free from the jurisdiction of any nation. As I understand, the magitech and technological advances of Garlemald were without peer. Your expertise would be indispensable in the endeavor, should you be willing, of course. You really expect us to go and live on the bloody moon? Is such a thing even possible? Have you a better alternative? Oh, do they recognize him? Hi. Lest you forget, Garlemald did not rise to grandeur from complacency in the present or rumination in the past. We live for the future. It is in our blood. Dang, he has such a change of tone here. Life is not without its hardships, of course. Even I have met the occasional stumbling block. But even should I stumble, my eyes are forever fixed skyward, seeking even greater heights. The Empire may be lost, but I still possess a great deal of knowledge gained from it and desire to seek more. The very notion of exploring the moon is an unprecedented prospect, and that you would balk at the proposition boggles the mind. Consider this. You have heard that beasts of the final days were born of those hapless souls that have given up on everything, yes. If that is indeed the case, can you tell me why you still stand before me? Oh. Because deep down you believe your life is yet worth living. Deep down, you long to reach for the unreachable. Nah. Or perhaps you don't. If you should choose to lay down and die here in the snow, that's none of my concern. Reach for the unreachable. That sounds like something I would have said back at the academy. Alright, we'll go. I suppose it's better than dying here in the snow, if you as you so grimly put it. Then we must first dispense with the blasphemy that commands the tower. Yeah, we must. It is hard to believe Lord Nerva, of all people, could be turned into one of those monsters. Please, you must stop him. Put his soul to rest. Thank you, and sorry for causing all this trouble. Oh my. Thank you for the rousing call to action, but I thought you had no interest in meddling in our affairs. Lest you misunderstand, I abhor the idea of my countrymen blindly following nobles they know next to nothing about. Besides, it would be a most piteous sight for not a single Garlean to be among those venturing to the moon. Who else am I to prevail upon to learn of new findings up there? Salix's smirk. Anyway, thanks for the materia. I'll take this quick tongue. For sure. I need that spell speed. For Black Mage. Next quest. I'm gonna G-pose while these two are here. Goodbye, little Tonberry. I care for you, but also, no. Why are y'all so tall? I can't even zoom in that well because everyone's so big. Well, Nero, what do you gotta say? I told myself I would not get overly involved, and yet, here I am. More level 10 materia. Fortuno is eager to regroup and to make ready for battle. Forlorn Glory. From what Nero has told us, time is now a luxury we can ill afford. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, if only for the moment. The others are no doubt finishing their preparations for battle. Let me check what this is called also. I want to check what this is called. Then, what was it called in... Oh, it was just called Roll Quest. And what do we got here? I should hope the other's absence means all proceeds apace. Good, you're here. With the recent arrival of reinforcements, our preparations are all but complete. Okay. Let me sit up. I'm not sitting up. Apologies for our lateness. It seems we are at least in time to help deliver the crushing blow. Ralbanen, he and y'all don't get any screen time. No screen time for you. I and the fates are kind. This will be our last we see of these damnable blasphemies. Commander Aldin, Lord Hian, thank you both for coming. Yes, of course. Understood. Lorenz and the others have reclaimed Varus's heart. Oh, we didn't even get to see any of that, huh? The barrier protecting the blasphemy should soon dissipate. And the time has come at last to storm the Tower of Babil. It is time then. Admiral Merwib and Lord Americ await our arrival at its base. Then we should be about it, huh? I suppose it's a good opportunity as any to keep my hammer from rusting over? Oh, he's gonna fight too, huh? I will accompany you as well. As the forum's representative and a member of the survey team, I feel it my responsibility to see this through to the end. Wait, do we have an 8-man party? I didn't take you for the fighting type. Do we have an 8-man party? Despite appearances, I am no stranger to the battlefield. Indeed, I have seen my fair share traveling to the world in service to the Forum. That's true, we heard about it. He used to be a sage. Though I may not be equal of Alphino and Alice, we shall not find ourselves wanting, I can promise you that much. Smile. I wanted to shot it with that. I think this is almost, no, this is missing Americ. Where's Americ? When you have all finished your preparations, we shall reconvene at the Enceladium. Hooray, let's do this! Alright, Fortuno, solo duty, huh? Before we go, I'm gonna eat a Saigon cookie. Or do I have, yeah, we're gonna get a Saigon cookie. Hi. All are present and accounted for. Shall we proceed? You progress through the battle. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battle associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. Okay. Item level 90. There is no, wait, it's just level 90, but there is no item levels, so this might be rough. We'll see. We will see. Sorry for the G posing obsession. It's everyone. It's everyone. Our objective is simple. Locate and eliminate the blasphemy, Nerva. Though the barrier guarding him is no more, a number of beasts will surely block the way at the auxiliary sector. Huh? What happened? Also, I think we have 7 people? Or, no, we have 8. We do have 8. Off to a smashing start, I see. It would seem the tower will reach its limit sooner than I anticipated. If we are to save the transporter, we must hurry and find Nerva, now. Okay. We can do this, we can do this. We literally have a full proper 8-man party. Wow. Alright. This is really cool. It should go without saying, but stay on your guard. There was quite the menagerie of horrors when last I was here. Reach the top of the Tower of Babil. Onward. They are upon us. To arms. Look at their portraits. That is so cool. I like the noises. They're like, yeah, yeah. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's this music again, but this time it's been a long time since I've had to heard this music, so I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed, I promise. Merwib and I shall hold them off. Press on, my friends. Okay. Good luck to you two.
The path has been revealed. The winds favor us.
Oh, they're fighting. The winds favor us. Okay. A persistent lot, aren't they?
Down with you!
Down with you. Yes, Amert, yes. I'm AoEing. I'm AoEing. I'm casting. I shall hold the line here. When you see the opening, take it and do not look back. Amert, I carry you. I love your portrait. Alright, Amert, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is the boss room in the tower. Forward, out of our way! If only Fordola and Yugiri were here. Nerva did never make things easy. Let's get this over with. Oh, you knew Nerva? He knew Nerva. I guess that makes sense. Why this means so much to him. More are coming. Stay sharp. Oh my. Will this grow? It'll probably grow, won't it? Okay. We're AoEing. Super speedy flare. There's no end to them. Thank you for moving out of the way. Yeah, and then Iron Nero said, take cover, Iron Man. I see what they did there. Bam. Bam. Oh. A stack? Please, please, please. They have their eyes set on you. Okay, good stack, good stack. So many of them. I don't even know where to start. Get out of here! I messed up my rotation, but it's fine. Oh, Fortunal said thank you. My thanks. There's more? Wait, there's bombs. I need to get rid of this thing. You focus on the large one there, okay? We need a limit break. Very well. With me, Salix. Where's he and what are you doing?
Tizona!
Roar, Tizona!
Enough!
Let me take care of the big one. They're taking care of the ad. 2, 3. Okay. Bam. Come on. Nice. We barely made it. Thank goodness I upgraded my weapon. Is that the last of them? That was a really good fight. DPS check there. There's still more? What are we supposed to do? Of course not. We can't afford them to impede or advance any further. Commander Aldin, let us hold them here. Master Fortuno, take the others and go. Quickly. Understood. We are off. Such awful creatures. They look to be... Are they void sent? I can't tell. That's the blasphemy. Blasphemy, Nerva Ye Galvis. Oh, Ye Galvis. Leave now. Garlemald is mine. Defeat Nerva Ye... Isn't this the boss from freaking Amarot? It's like a baby version. Alright, here we go. It descends here for Nerva, Garlemald. And for all the people who call this star home. Master may know I will not suffer anyone who gets in my way. Shadow Wreck. Oh my gosh, even he has his own portrait. The arena's bad. The edges, I mean. Da 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 da. I can't tell what he's doing. Okay. We need to move to a safe spot. Did I not put up a dot? I'm a bad black mage, aren't I? Can you stop hitting me? Why don't I have Cardia? Bravest Ego. Oh my, I'm stuck. Hang on, Salix. Can you help me out, please? Oh, nice rescue. We must take the offensive. Oh, but who's he targeting now? I didn't see. Apocalypse. So over here would be safe, right? Yeah. It's just like the boss from Amarot. Fine, keep on attacking me, jerkwad. I'm not mitigating this. I got burst to do. DPS him down. Fractured ego. Ley lines, ley lines. Oh, these are bad. Shoot. And apocalypse. Okay, we're good. Good thing I moved at the very last second. Da-da, da-da. Thank you for the heals. To me, my legion. Legion? DPS check. Bring them here and leave the rest to me. Okay. Nero, please. Good. You can thank me later. But behind me, quickly. I shall take the brunt of it. A shield. I'm gonna mana ward. Oh my. Okay. We must drive it back. Please, 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 please. Please. Oh my gosh, he must not be okay. Phew. Nero had a freaking potion. We've come too far to give up now. Let's put an end to this, shall we? Adel? No. Garland is mine! 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 We did it! We did it! I still got it. I'm still an okay black mage. I'm still okay. We did it. Goodbye, totally copied from Amarok, but not quite, but you know, similar, very similar moves. Wait, is Nero alright? Oh, I think his armor gave up on him. Maybe? For glory everlasting indeed. And everyone's alright too. It seems we saved the tower. Is it over? Has the danger passed? By a hair's breadth, perhaps, but yes, I'd say we managed to avoid a fiery ruin. Our path to the moon is open once more. The duty of Charlayan has ever been to chart the course of history, not to change it. Thus, did we fervently hold our policies of neutrality and non-intervention. In truth, it was all in service to our plans of exodus, to abandon this star to its ruinous fate. Harsh though it may sound, I would still believe it was ultimately for the greater good. Thanks to you and your comrades, however, it was a fate that did not come to pass. Charlayan will now find a new way forward, not merely for the preservation of knowledge, but for the betterment of this star and all who call it home. I believe I speak for all the Forum when I say it would be an honor and privilege to work towards such a goal alongside the allied nations. Aye, an age of true and everlasting peace is finally within our grasp, and we will seize it together. Nice. We did it. Oh my gosh, that was a rough duty. Well, not so rough. Luckily, I had the weapon. As much as I would enjoy a riveting conversation with the Eorzeus champion, I really must make ready for the moon. Now, if you'll excuse me. Fine. Go be your annoying self. You know you'll come back for Sid. Tis a relief to know we no longer need for a battle. Despite my experience, I must confess I'm ill-suited to it. The allied nation leaders, meanwhile, demonstrated an aptitude for combat far and above what I might expect from diplomatic figures. Oh, well, of course, they went through the calamity. Well, most of them, anyway. And you, my friend, I see now why you're so well regarded as the Eorzeus champion. The others have already begun the arduous journey home, but before you go, I would offer a word of thanks to the both of you. If not for your timely assistance, our plans would be forfeit, and the lands of Ilsabard forever defiled by the blasphemy. Thank you. Please, I've no need for your platitudes. I labor only to further my own ends, and nothing more. Oh, and these fools, huh? That Alezen-looking guy in the back never got to say anything. We heard the news, thank you. Thank you for everything. With Lord Nerva laid to rest, we have peace of mind to move on without regret. Elaborate, hi. Oh, they're so shocked. There you are. Now what's this I've heard about you clearing out the Tower of Babil? Are we finally ready to return to the moon? Ah, what fortuitous timing. Allow me to introduce you to Living Way of the Loperates. Moon Dweller and Overseer of the survey team. Livingway, these good people will be the moon's first residents. I trust you and the other Loppers will take good care of them. Pleased to meet you? Residents? Oh no! I mean, oh yes, splendid! After many long years of planning and preparation, the moon is absolutely most definitely ready to accommodate your stay. Oh, good luck to them. They're gonna get some ugly outfits. Glad to hear it, and apologies for the delay. I must confer with Lorenz and see to our final preparations, but your residents-to-be and the survey team shall be along ere long. Might I trouble you to relay word of our success to Shirabat at Razadhan? I should think the tidings all the more heartening coming from you. Until next we meet, we're not done here. But yeah, we're not done here. Even though they're claiming to be wrapping things up here, I know we're not done. Yet an event right now. Wait, you're not leaving for the moon without me! You'll come back down for Sid. I know it. But yeah, I wonder if we're able to see them. I can go look for them. I can try to go look for them, but I doubt they're up there. I could try. Anyway, basically, I'm gonna go look for them right now. If they're not up there and I can't find them, I'll probably cut it out of the VOD and we'll just head straight to talk to Shirabat. Okay, so I lied. I should probably finish this first before I attempt to look for them up on the moon. So yeah, let's go turn this in. So it is true then, the blasphemy in Garlemald has been struck down. They were right to call on you, it seems. And with no further outstanding reports of blasphemy sightings, I dare say you've slain the last of them. Perhaps now we can finally start to put the end of the final days behind us. Strange though that may sound. On behalf of my fellow delegates and the Radiant host, I extend you our humblest thanks. I hope when next I call on you, it will be under more fortuitous circumstances. And with this, we get, which materia do I really need? Probably crit. Thanks. Achievement, sum of our parts. We got the achievement. Blessed Relief. Wow. Nice title. It still doesn't hit as hard as the one from Shadow Walk with Me. What was it called again? I think I have it here under achievements. Watch list. Yes, Living Memory. I think Living Memory is really good, but this is still good too. Blessed Relief. I'll talk about my thoughts about this in a second, but I want to see if they're up there in Mare Lamentorum. Oh, they have extra dialogue. With Lord Nerva gone, I dare say we are truly seeing the end of the Empire. The path forward for the people of Garlemald will not be easy, but I have no doubt they will walk the path to a better and brighter future. Our plans to help the people form an intergovernment proceed apace, after a long and trying process, to be sure, but the benefits far outweigh the cost. Wow. But yeah, I haven't found them. I don't know if they're on the moon or somewhere around here, but I know this will continue probably in 6.3. We'll see. We will see. But overall, I like the role quests here in Endwalker. I like them. They're nothing to write home about yet. I thought the Shadowbringers ones, the ones before the stuff with Unukalai. I'm talking about just the stuff with Silva in Shadowbringers. I liked that more. I'm trying not to compare it with the stuff with Unukalai because that was like 5.3 or 5.4 or something like that. But what we got versus the stuff with Silva, especially with what happened in 6.1 MSQ, I like the Shadowbringers ones more. The Endwalker one was still totally worth doing. It's really nice to see this story thread continuing with you know, what's gonna happen to Garlemald after all this, and I'm glad we're touching upon it with the role quests. I wish we could have taken the chance to touch upon Eorzea more, or the Far East, or Alamigo more, but I hope we'll get more of that chance in the future, maybe. I can only hope.